We talked about the 5 pillars previously. We had 5 pillars and 4 paths. But I want to talk a little bit more about these 5 pillars because these are not just, a convenient mnemonic device. I mean, they all happen to start with M, right? And that's kind of cool because money, millionaire, a lot of cool words start with M, but it's more than just a sort of an artful way to present information. This is the DNA of a successful entrepreneur. And we talked about this. We talked about how it's inside out, right? Head, heart, hands, money, management, which are your human resources. But we also talked about how this is a never-ending circle, because what happens is when you start to get your mindset dialed in, you start to craft a meaningful mission, you start to do the hands-on work of putting your mission into play through business, through one of these paths and getting traction in your business, you start producing money. Money becomes a resource. You start putting the money in play, scaling your business. You're forced to tackle the management challenges, management of self, management of relationships, potentially management of staff. And what that does, the more you get into this, it changes your framework, because literally the second and I can tell you this from personal experience, the first time I ever hired someone for my business, it was somebody who worked in the Philippines, and I paid them $4 an hour. Her name was Melka. God bless her. She was just one of the most amazing people still that I've ever worked with. Made $4 an hour, Melka in the Philippines. And as soon as I had another person that was attached to my business, my success, my growth, my whole world expanded, because now I was an abundance creator. I was doing this entrepreneurship thing, and I was truly creating something from nothing. I had actually created a job, and that changed my mindset. That did something to me, and it expanded my mission, and it empowered more marketing, and it produced more money, and it allowed me to scale to a bigger management level. And ultimately now I have over 100 employees. This cycle never stops. Every day I get up and go to work, I'm impacting hundreds of people's lives directly, hundreds of thousands of people's lives indirectly through our client base and our customer and all the offers and deals that I've done and that I run. And it just, everything scales. It's this upward spiral that we talk about, right? Where it not only spirals up, but it spirals out. It gets bigger. It ends up shaped like this. That's what this cycle is. So this never changes. 50 years from now, hopefully you and I both are still alive in 50 years, we will still be doing this if we are still entrepreneurs. What we're really, really grounded in here at Entre Institute is making sure that we never lose sight of this. And at any given time, this wheel is usually not a perfect circle. You can think of this as sort of like a hub with spokes, right? And so at any given time, you might be really strong on the mindset spoke. You might be really strong on mission. You might feel like you're strong on marketing, but it's not quite connecting. And there's just, the money's weak, right? So your management is weak, and so your circle ends up in that case looking like this. That's more of a flat tire shape, right? And then, so if that's the scenario, then you're going to get together with us, and we're going to be working with you through our training and through our program to say, okay, how do we optimize this to produce more of this? Or how do we strengthen this? Maybe you're having staffing issues. Maybe you're having issues with your own personal management, keeping a tight schedule, being efficient with your time, right? So how do we boost that? How do we inflate this so that it comes out here and it rounds the circle, right? You always kind of want to be maintaining a tight, round wheel that's as full as possible within this cycle. So we're always coming back to this. We're always using this as a diagnostic tool within whatever business. It doesn't matter if you're an affiliate marketer. It doesn't matter if you're running an e-com store. Doesn't matter if you're doing consulting, doesn't matter if you're doing information marketing and you're aggregating content, or you're creating your own product, or at some point you're doing a combination of those things. You could be me, you could be, doing information marketing, marketing your own product, simultaneously running an e-com store, affiliate marketing to your list, owning a Inc. 5000 consulting agency. Like, you can do all of it, but it's still fundamentally the same wheel, the same cycle, the same 5 pillars that everything is built on.